Around the TV sets, watching the election results pour in with particular attention on the U.S. Senate race. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Rake.
And I'm Emily Spain. Thanks for joining us. Despite outraising and outspending Josh Hawley, Claire McCaskill is locked in a dead sprint to the finish. KOMU8's Blake Salmon looked at the finances of both candidates and is here in the studio to tell us what he found.
Guys, this bottle represents what Claire McCaskill has raised. That's just over $30 million. Now, that's about 3.5 times what Josh Hawley's raised. Now, this is only campaign donations. This doesn't include dark money. One MU professor says that's why this race is so close, within 1 point.
There's just so much money washing around.
Peveril Squire says it's not a surprise the race is so close.
So much money is here because of the fact that the race is close. So much is at stake, and both parties think that there's a good reason that if they spend a few more dollars, it may go their direction.
Outside money has contributed to both campaigns.
Now, these $10 represent the $8.5 million Hawley raised. Now, if you take away all the money that came from out of state, this is all you'd be left with. But McCaskill isn't much better. Now, if you take away all the money from her campaign donations that came from out of state, this is all you'd be left with.
But outside money doesn't just add to campaign coffers.
Outside money often is used for attack ads because it's easier to say some things about your opponent that a candidate may not want to have to say themselves.
Normal people can afford it.
Out of touch with Missouri.
Josh Hawley, he's lying right to our faces.
Of the over $21 million in independent expenditures, over $15 million came from only two sources. First, the Democratic Senate Majority PAC, and the Republican National Republican Senatorial Fund. Squire said the race will stay close as long as the money keeps rolling in.
As long as we see lots of outside money continuing to come into the state, we can pretty much assume that the people who have the information think that this race is still within a point or two.
Now, we'll hear from both candidates in their first televised debate Thursday night, right here on KOMU. In the studio, Blake Salmon, KOMU8 News.
President Trump